We would be glad to have show here. Yeah, I'm sure he would like it.
Inshallah, maybe we'll be back here.
Maybe in summer. Maybe in summer, yeah.
Okay.
In summer.
Sangat kita mah. Dia pun boleh. Dia ni ya. Ya.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي سدد لساني نويل جناني سفي أماني وزد براهي barkeb borom Touba. In the name of Allah the Almighty, in the name of Al-Malik, the King, the true King, the King of mankind, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness Muhammad is his final prophet and messenger. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant the longest and the healthiest life to our Khalif, our Commander-in-Chief, Sheikh Muhammad Muntaha Mbake. May he celebrate this Magal with us for decades and decades and decades to come, inshallah. Welcome to Touba, welcome to the Holy Land, welcome to the land of Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba. As we are here to celebrate the Grand Magal of Touba, which correspond this year to the centenary of the return of Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba. We are going to talk about today the celebration of the Magal. People are celebrating the Magal in Touba. People are coming from all over the world. But still there are questions we need to maybe deal with to make people understand what they are doing here. What is the origin of the Grand Magal of Touba and what are the recommendations? So I'm glad to be joined today by my two Jordan, Brother Musa Sow and Brother Sheikh Sen, who are going to discuss points related to the founding story of the Grand Magal of Touba and its evolution and the different practices, rituals, and to finish with the maybe recommendations from Sheikh Hadim and from the different caliphs and from people themselves who've been attending the Magal for many years. So this is your brother Seydou Sy, and welcome to Television Jalibatu International. So I'm going to give the floor first of all to Mr. Musa Sow for his introduction. Bismillah, Musa.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يقول عبد الله وأحمد القديم سمعت محمد. In the name of God Almighty, the most merciful, we think and we wish long life and good health to our Caliph Mbake and the Caliph of Baifal also. We greeting all the Muslim community and all the Murid Brotherhood. We greeting you, and so we thinking a lot for inviting us here in this show, and we thinking also Dalibatu, Team International for inviting us here, for giving the opportunity to attend this show.
Thank you very much, Brother Musa Sheikh Sen from Isbutar here.
Bismillah, in the name of God. Sadi Lisani Namri Janani, Safi Amani Wazir Barai. Yaman Martazal Imani Kulluhum, Yamusali Al-Mukhtar bin Rasul. Sali Wasali Al-Mukhtar bin Karima, Bisani Nisbet Rasul. In the name of God, the most clement, the most merciful, we are here today in Touba to celebrate the Grand Magal of Touba. May God the Almighty grant to our Khalif and General Chief Sheikh Muhammad Muntaqa al-Bashir a long and healthy life in the work of Sheikh al-Khalim in company of the Taliban,
MashaAllah,
until he accomplishes his mission in this show.
Thank you very much.
We are very glad to be today here in this Ghana télé Jalibatu
My pleasure.
International.
My pleasure. By the way, I want to thank the staff of Television Jalibatu International for giving us this opportunity to talk about what we know best. Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba, Muridism. Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba teaches us to, as an adult, to know the rules of whatever we do. Like when you pray, you need to know the rules. When you do the purification, you need to know the rules. Whatever you do, it is recommended to know the rules. Now today we are here to talk about the Grand Magal of Touba. So it's important to know why we do it. What is the story of the Grand Magal of Touba? What are the recommendations? So our first section of the show will be about the founding story. I'm going to give the floor to Mr. Musa Sersen. By the way, it's our first episode on Jalibatu International, and we look forward to having more episodes, of course, English talks here for the next week, coming weeks and months, inshallah. So my first question is about the founding story. What is the founding story of the Grand Magal of Touba, and how is it connected to Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba?
Thank you, Brother Saidu. You asked a very important and very relevant question. Because firstly, before talking about the celebration or before talking about the Grand Magal of Touba, what is really necessary or compulsory for every Muslim or for every Muslim is to know the origin of this day we are celebrating.
True.
And dealing about the celebration or the origin of this day, we want to never talk about the time of the pain. When I'm talking about the time of the pain, it is a time related to the exile. Because Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba said, خرجت يوم السبت الثامن عشر لخدمة المختار في شهر الشهر. I'm going on this Sunday to work for the Prophet Muhammad. That means that Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba had known many pain and he was forced to exile. Who are the men who forced him to exile? They are the colonizers. The colonizers.
Sure.
They forced the Sheikh to exile. For what? Because they wanted the Sheikh to left the right way, that is the way of Islam. And the Sheikh, by fighting for this Islam, was forced to exile. And the Sheikh, she was forced to exile, and he go up to Gabon. He left Senegal on the 10th of August in 1895. He was exiled, he go to Gabon. And once he came back here in Senegal in 1902 or in 1902, he said that in 1902 he returned to Senegal, and at the time he go in Diourbel. Once there in Diourbel, has the pain was just coming in this month of Safar. He was in Diourbel, he was waiting for the pain. At that time, the Prophet appears to him and said to him that it is over. It's not the time for the pain. It's the time for the rewards.
The trials are over.
The trials are over. It's the time of the reward. That means that his work have been accepted. And Sheikh al-Khadim say that. I heard from Sheikh Moulay Bousso Ibn Serin, Sheikh Mbake Bousso. He say that Sheikh al-Khadim said that the date of this Grand Magal of Touba was a recommendation he received from God. That means the pain he was receiving, they come in this day. The Sheikh al-Khadim say that I will celebrate this day like, it's not like a victory, but he celebrates like a praise, something like something he is thankful to God. He haven't called for glory or something like that,
but a thanksgiving,
God for
gratefulness
for he have given to him. It is really where we can say that the Magal come from.
And so with his the founding story and the connection between the Grand Magal of Touba and Sheikh Hadim.
Okay, thank you very much. It is really clear what I just said. What I have to add is about the trials, as emphasized just now.
The trials, yeah.
The trials, yes. As emphasized just now, it is during the 15 days of Safar, every 15 days of Safar, from 1895 until 1918, that Sheikh Ahmad Bamba experienced trials every year. So St. Touba had begun to prepare for the pain and tournament to come. Strangely, nothing happened. Nothing, because the Prophet, peace be upon him, appears on him and tell him that, and he was with the angel of Gabriel and the Quran in his hand, and he said that, I come to inform you that, you had been given the Quran as a gift. That's why St. Touba said, Malakan al-Quran Rabbul Alameen. And the Quran, I have been given the Quran as a present, as a gift, as a present. He said, you now have everything that you wanted. Everything that you wanted for your mission, the rank that you desired in your life, in the year after, now you get it. And he continued, all of your disciples will go to heaven. Will go to heaven. And no one of them will go to hell. And that's why he said, all people who are my disciple will get free of the hell and will go to heaven. Inshallah. Allah created every human being, a house in heaven and a house in the hell. So if they go to hell, then their house in heaven will be given to you. But St. Touba answered them by saying that, when I was at exile, I've been given paradise, for the Macroyan who are in hell, their paradise have been given to me as a gift, as a present. But me, I myself, I have given a present, to the companion of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. MashaAllah.
So, if I understand, it has something to do. It's all about the exile. It's all about the trials. It's all about the painful treatments that the colonizers inflicted. So instead of taking the weapons, the arms to revenge, instead of taking that day as a sad day, as a sad moment, he took it as a day to thank God. And that's what he's calling for. He called people to come. When the day comes back, whenever this day comes, please join me in thanking the Almighty Subhanahu wa Ta'ala.
And so what I have to clarify is, most of people, they think maybe it's coming back, they celebrate for the Magal. It's not coming back, but the going.
When he was about to go, when he was about to face the trials, that day, that very day, not his return, but the departure. It commemorates the departure in exile of Sheikh Ahmad Bamba. Definitely.
That's the reason why he said,
MashaAllah. Yes. So, we've been celebrating the Grand Magal of Touba, if I understand right. Yes. We've been celebrating the Grand Magal of Touba since Sheikh Ahmad Bamba was alive. I mean, when he was alive, we were celebrating the Grand Magal of Touba. Maybe not the same way. Maybe the same way. But whatever the case, we've been celebrating the Magal over 100 years. So there should be, or there are probably changes or evolutions. How did the Grand Magal of Touba evolve over the years since its inception? Mr. Sen, you can go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Brother Saini. You asked again a very important and a very relevant question. As we all know it, the Grand Magal of Touba, since Sheikh Ahmad Bamba was alive, he was celebrated. And till he was not there, people continue still to celebrate, but the way it is celebrated.
After he passed away, we continue to celebrate it.
Because at the past, people, they stay at home. They were celebrating the Magal wherever they can be. But with the coming of Sheikh Muhammadul Fadal Baqi, in 1949, he said, come on in Touba and celebrate the Magal with us. It is where people get the sense of sensitizement, and they come in Touba to celebrate the Magal with with people who are here in Touba.
Right.
And there is evolution because at the past people they stay at home and they hope that they have celebrated the Magal.
So the main difference is that when Serigne Touba was alive, people used to celebrate the Grand Magal in their respective places. They didn't used to come to celebrate the Magal in Touba. So it's Serigne Fallou, the second Khalif, who called for the celebration in Touba. Anything you want to add?
Yeah. What I have to add is maybe those who are far from Jurbel used to celebrate in their places, but the people who joined Sheikh Ahmad Bamba in Yarem used to celebrate it with him by his order, killing some chicken, sacrificing chicken to a camel. Because we have to know that millions of people converge to the city of Touba.
Every year.
We have every year. Because it is the biggest event in the world. It's the biggest event in the world. And they travel locally and internationally. So to celebrate this peaceful triumph over the French colonizers. Because I can say that it is a peaceful triumph from the French colonizers. Because Saint Touba said, let those who want to share in his happiness for God's graces towards him. That's evident because he said in his writing that Amarani Rabbi bi an usariha bi annani maladun wa mafdahu faman arada al-khayra fil kiltay daraini falyaluz biya. He said, God gave me the order to proclaim that I am a refuge and an appeal. Whoever desires happiness in this world and in the hereafter must seek refuge with me. MashaAllah,
whoever seeks success, whoever seeks whatever good. Because Sheikh Ahmad Bamba says, anyone who places their hopes in me will never be disappointed. MashaAllah, and we will never be disappointed. We talk about the celebration, this founding story, the evolution, but we haven't talked about the rituals, the practices. Come and celebrate the Magal in Touba. Come and give thanks to the Lord with me. But how? What are the some key practices or rituals that take place during the Grand Magal of Touba? Mr. Sen, go ahead.
Thank you again. Dealing about this date, there won't be practice or rituals that people do.
That takes place during the Grand Magal of Touba.
During the Grand Magal of Touba. And among these rituals, we can talk about the killing of cattle. The fact of killing cattle. It is something that are based on the Quran. Because when you go directly into the Quran in Surah 36, verse 27, God said that be thankful to what we have given to you. There he was talking about the cattle. He was talking about the cattle. You can't kill the cattle to show to God that I'm thankful to what.
To show your gratefulness to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala.
I'm thankful to what you have given to me. I'm thankful to what you have given to me. And these cattle people people are killing during the Magal is one of the practice. There is also, as I can say, the fact of foods, which go directly with the cattle. People come, they prepare foods, they give to people, they feed people, but there is also the reading the Quran. That is the basic. As we all know it, Sheikh Ahmad Bamba was very close to Quran. He was calling people to read and to learn Quran, even if they cannot read or even if they cannot do something. He ordered to people to pay for someone who do it for themselves. And people here coming here in Touba, they read the Quran, they proclaim the Hasid in like something to thank God. There are some kind of rituals, but the foods people are giving here,
he's a Syrian, that's why he's focusing on food. We understand that.
Giving here is something that is very essential in Islam. It's very essential in Islam. But as it shows that this person is not poor, this person is not rich, all the poor and the rich people are gathering in the same bowl and they are eating together.
MashaAllah.
Something that's really
MashaAllah.
important.
Thank you very much for people who are watching us live on YouTube and on our different platforms. We are in Touba to celebrate the Grand Magal of Touba, and today I am presenting this show, your first episode of the English talk show on Tele Dalibatu International, and we are here to talk about why we celebrate the Grand Magal of Touba and how to celebrate the Grand Magal of Touba. And those who have joined are my brother Musaso and my brother Serer. That's why he focused a lot on food, because he's a Serer. And I know Joben are watching, and they are coming en masse to celebrate this, because they know there will be plenty of food in Touba. So before I move to the next question, anyone if you want to add to the practices and the rituals that take place during the Grand Magal?
So what I have to add is, as we just emphasized just now, the fact of giving food, it is very important in the Islamic religion, because I heard about that giving a hungry person, maybe somebody who is hungry, food is better than spending all the time worshiping God, praying or fasting. And he mentioned about reading the Holy Quran and the Qasai. I said that I want to pass a message to my producer.
So can we keep the message? We keep it until the end of the show.
Yeah.
Because each of you will have to send to give a message to because that's how I usually do the show during the Magal.
Anyway.
At the end, you have to give your message to people who come and celebrate it. And we have questions related to that also. All right.
Okay,
so we just finished the first section, and we are going to tackle the second section, which is the recommendations. Come and celebrate, but how? What are the recommendations? Not just the practices, the rituals, but things that are recommended by Shaul Hadim when this day comes, or recommended by different Halifs, or recommended by Sahin Fallu, who first called for the celebration in Touba. So let's talk about those rituals, those recommendations. Yes, Mr. Sen, you answered the previous question. So go ahead for the recommendations. What are the recommendations that people should know for someone who has come here? For example, let's take the context that someone is here in Touba for the very first time to celebrate the Magal. What should that person be aware of? How should that person behave when they are here in Touba?
Thank you very much. Very important question, because we have nowadays seeing that Magal Touba is commonly known all over the world. Even that, as I said just now, that many people join Touba from every corner. So it is really important to give some directions, to give some rules, from the writing or from the teaching of the Sheikh. We can say that as like the Mawlud, he said, ta'zimuhu bi sunnati, but it is like this. But the sunnah of the Magal is what? It is giving food, berne, and worshiping God, like reading the Holy Quran and reading the Qasai, and to conform exactly, the teaching or to behave what Sheikh Obama taught in his holy city, and to avoid what he forbid in this city, like wearing bad clothes, insulting.
Good to mention.
Yeah, wearing bad clothes, insulting, maybe stealing, smoking, drinking wine. All this kind of bad action is forbidden in this city.
Not just during the Magal, but it is forbidden.
Forbidden
in Touba.
And what I have to add is, Touba is the only city in the worldwide. I can say that.
Sure.
The only city in the worldwide that is forbidden to smoke, to drink wine, to put maybe hair for the woman.
Let me add something. Touba is the only city in the world which is built to worship God.
Worship God.
The only city where, because when we built it, that was meant to be the place for worshiping God.
Because Mecca, before the Prophet was born, they are, the Meccan who was worshiping the idol, you can say. And so even in Medina Munawwara, there were Jews who were there who were worshiping, maybe idol, and so were drinking wine, something like this. But Touba is a present, is a gift from God to Shaul Bamba. Touba alone, and Touba is a tree from paradise. Is a tree in the paradise.
And he mentioned it in Magal of Hosseini.
Hosseini.
Sure. If the staff of Jalabatu allows us, we will have maybe a series of shows on Magal of Hosseini for people to understand more about the city.
So Touba is a tree in the paradise, and Saint Touba was seeking this place, this holy city, and so even holy man, holy sheikh who were on earth at the time was seeking this city in order to get it as a present from God. But it's only Saint Touba who got it. That's why he said that the most important city in my life or in the world for me is Touba.
It's Touba.
We love Touba deeply.
We love Touba deeply too, and we love Shah Bamba deeply.
Okay.
Go ahead for the same question.
What I want to add for the question you have given to Mr. Saul is regarding the recommendation. What I would like to add is just the person who are coming or who are going to Touba, what they have to bear in mind is that they are going to thank God. Because God said in the Quran, God said in the Quran, وَحَلِلُ habadi shakur. It's only the pious man or the pious people, the people who are good, who are not some kind of people who, when they have money, they say, oh no. It's only the real person who thanks. The real person who thanks. And if God has given to you the heart to go to Touba, bear in mind that you are going to thank God for the goods, deeds He has given. To have given to you. And also Touba is a holy city that is well protected. And Shaykh al-Khadim had said it in Al-Fawzani when he said that Wajhal Hariman Amin. Touba is a holy city that Shaykh al-Khadim really respected. And it is the city he loved the most, even though he came here only once he was not alive. He have created the city,
and he left for the exile, and he never returned until he passed away. Until he passed away.
And if you have the opportunity to come to this city, you have to
remember that, and remember that.
Yes.
And it seems like God appreciates people to thank Him. That's why He said, "La in shakartum la azidannakum." And people who come in Touba, by the way, even if you are in your room and you do things that are something that is forbidden, always remember God said in the Quran, Wallahu bima ta'amaluna bashir. He sees everything, and Wallahu bima ta'amaluna habir. He knows everything. So you can hide things from us, but you can never hide it from God. All right?
Even the Prophet ﷺ said that the ikhlas, the high rank of ikhlas is worshiping God as you see Him. Even if you don't see Him, know that He serves you. He sees you.
He sees you. Wallahi ma ta'amaluna bashir. Bashir. Now, we have talked about the Magal and people who come eating the food and drink and worshiping God. But we haven't talked about the contribution of the people who come and attend the Magal, the attendees. In what way can the attendees contribute positively to the community during the Magal? Who want to go first?
Okay, let me go.
Go ahead.
What I have to say about this question is everybody can maybe contribute in the Magal. For example, solidarity, like helping those maybe who don't have the power, to maybe to fulfill exactly what they have to do in the Magal. For example, if you can come and buy some rice, some bottle of oil, something like this, and to give those maybe poor, those in need. You see, even being on the road and directly those who are lost. Maybe somebody may come and say, I don't know where is the Sakama or where is the Jalibatu, international TV is.
Yeah.
You go over there, you turn right, you go straight down. It is kind of contributing in the Magal. Even giving drinks like water in the street, because we know that for the time being the weather is warming.
People feel hot.
People feel hot. People are thirsty where they come from a very long travel, We travel from
Like my brother Shehuna Diop and Abdul Samad
yeah,
Diop, those who come from Villingara, all the way from Villingara to Touba to celebrate this Magal.
You see, and they can help them. They can contribute about it. Even another aspect is you can contribute by, giving instruction, giving orders to tell people avoid doing this. It is forbidden here, because somebody may ignore exactly what is forbidden here, what is ordered here. You can tell him that, oh, my brother, I want to give you an advice, a piece of advice. This is forbidden here. You have to do this, but in the polite way. You just in the polite way.
All right,
Okay?
all right.
This, yeah.
The same question: in what way the attendees can contribute positively to the Grand Magal to the community during the Grand Magal of Touba?
I will directly join my brother. The question you asked. The attendees, what they have to bear in mind is that they are not here in Touba to sleep, to wake up, or doing other things. They can take part in other activities, like going to the kitchen. They help the women who are there, who are preparing the foods. They can't go outside of the street to help people, because you see at the street there are people who are lost. You can help them. It is a very nice act. You can also go out if you have money to buy something to give to people who are hungry. You see some kind of act. As we remember, the Sheikh, he had said, when the Prophet appeared to him and said to him, do not only teach your disciple, but try to teach to them the hidmah. Rabbi ashabaka bil himmati wa la turabbi bidarsi faqat. It's a kind of hidmah. It's a kind of hidmah. Try to focus on hidmah. Hidmah is work. It's work.
Not just spending their time eating, but also trying to participate positively. Now, how about those who didn't make it, who couldn't make it to Touba, who are in their cities, they maybe couldn't come, they have some obstacle, or they have some other commitments, and who are murid and who still want to participate in the spirit of the Grand Magal. How can those people who couldn't attend the Magal contribute in the spirit of the Grand Magal?
Okay, so we can mainly say that there are those who live abroad, like Mr. Pui, who live in America.
By the way, hello to Mr. Brother Mahmoud Pui from Connecticut.
Brother Pui from the US. They celebrate the Magal as they're here, by following the recommendation, following the instruction of your Hadith, reading the Holy Quran, aside, sharing food, giving food, something like this. You see, because somebody told me that if ever you are in Touba and you do the recommendation, we know that you are far from Touba. But if ever you are far from Touba and you do the recommendation, you follow the rules, you are near Touba.
Sure. Right, for sure.
You see,
that's absolutely true.
Sheikh Far, when they told him that you had just to come and live in Touba, he said, no, I don't live here. I have just to be far from Touba, because where you can maybe make your behavior, perfect, if you get back over there, who will be able
to save you?
To save you.
No one. Yeah, mashallah.
They can do it everywhere in the world. Everywhere they can celebrate it. Everywhere, because Magal Touba is universal.
It's universal.
The mission of Sheikh Bamba
Sheikh Bamba is universal.
Because he said, Ya Ahl al-Bahri, Ya al-Badri, like Sunadi, Kul al-Bilad.
Allah. Thank you very much, Brother Musa.
Really what I wanted to
Yeah, for the same question.
The first thing she said, you can't be here in Touba and you are close to the Sheikh.
Yeah.
You can't be up in Belengara and you are close to the Sheikh, thanks to the way you are celebrating.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much again, guys, for following us. That was your first episode of the English talk show on television International, and it was your your episode on the Grand Magal of Touba, and I had the privilege and the honor to welcome on my first episode Mr. Musa Sow from Munawwar Sudur, by the way. We have a Dahira called Munawwar Sudur, which is the Dahira for English teachers. So we invite all of you to come and join us. We are going to reach the final part of the show. We haven't, as we say in English, it is the last straw that breaks the camel's back. We can't talk about everything. We can come back next year and the year after and the year after, talking about the very same topic without being exhaustive. There is always something to say. There is always something to say, and there's always something about. It is an ocean. It is an ocean. So your last message to the people who come and celebrate. I mean, something you wanna say to them that comes really from the bottom of your heart, and a word of thanks to Jalibat International.
So thank you a lot for inviting us here. So I think a lot also for Jalibat International TV for giving the opportunity to share this kind of show. It's really important. It's my first time here, but I do really appreciate it.
It's our first time.
Our first time, yeah, you can say it. I
It's
really appreciate it.
for sure.
And so what I have to give as a message is for those who came here for the first time or several times, be aware that or know that Touba is a holy city. You came here in order to worship God, not only for eating. Even eating, maybe you can have rewards. Yeah, of course.
It's part of the recommendations, right?
Because I heard about, they said that if you don't have money to give, you can go to the places where they give food
and you eat
over there. So you eat.
And you participate, and you participate,
Yeah.
and you participate in the Magal.
I say that the Sayyid Bamba focus also on the Holy Quran because he's the owner. He said, "Waman arad khurba min mawlahu, falidu tural Quran lansaw." Whoever wanna be, near to God, should read the Holy Quran and never forget it. And he said, "Maskan bil kitab maska daririn bil khairil basrin noin." He said that, the Holy Quran drive me or maybe show me the way as a blind is
My leader. I'm stick to the Quran.
Sticking the Quran.
Yeah, it's my leader wherever I am. And he also said, Rafihi Kitabullahi,
Kitabullah,
my companion, wherever I am, is the book of Allah. MashaAllah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Sen, that was great. Your final message to people who come and celebrate, something that comes from you, from what you want to say to them, and something to the television Jalibat International.
Okay, thank you, my brother, Mr. So. Thank you, my brother, Mr. C. And thank you to Jalibat team.
And all the team.
And
Shambake Buso, Bamba, and all the guys here, right?
Those who are following us.
And thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Our pleasure.
The words of recommendation I want to add also to those who are here in Touba is just to know that they are here to thank God. They are here just to thank God. May God grant them a peaceful trip up they go to their home.
All right.
Safely.
Thank you.
Last word, and thanks to my family.
Thank you very much, guys, for your attendance. Thank you for accepting our invitation, last-minute invitation, of course, but you made it because you are here to serve Sheikh Ahmad Bamba. We are here to participate positively in the spirit of the Magal of Touba, and this is our way. This is our way to participate in the. Of course, we will be taking food and doing the zikr, but this is one of the way we can contribute, and we will inshallah continue to do it here in Television Jalibat International. And I ask you to subscribe to the YouTube channel and all the platforms. Subscribe to Jalibat International, because we will have more English talk shows in the future, inshallah Rabbi. Thank you very much. Tawilana hubrana sahih lana badanan wa hablana rusda wal tawfiq ya Allah wa awlina ya rabbana husnal hitam hindal mamati wa hadana yawm al hiyam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant the longest and healthiest life to our Halif, our Commander-in-Chief, Sheikh Muhammad Muntaha Mbake. May the sun of our love for Sheikh Ahmad Bamba never set. Jirajaf Ahmad Bamba.